I still jerk awake at night, the taste of dust and fear clinging to my tongue. My name's Emily Carter, and I'm the night shift tech at Pizza Electronics, out on Old Route 66, just outside Kingman, Arizona. My friend and coworker Jake Thompson was always brimming with ideas and side gigs. So when he texted one Tuesday night about a rundown diner a few miles off the highway that needed urgent rewiring, I figured what the hell, extra cash never hurts. We met at the diner, just as the last smudge of sunset faded. Its neon sign flickered "Diner," then died completely, leaving the place cloaked in shadow. Inside, pancake grease and stale air hit us like a wall. The jukebox still sat by the counter, cracked and silent. Pink vinyl booths were torn to shreds, and the floorboards creaked underfoot. Jake grinned as he popped open the breaker panel behind the coffee machine. "Easy job," he said. I nodded, though my stomach nodded. Something felt off. I slipped down the narrow corridor toward the restrooms to fetch my toolkit when I saw it. Scrawled in a dark, sticky streak across the wall, "You shouldn't be here." My heart lurched. I stepped back and nearly dropped my flashlight. I tapped Jake on the shoulder. He followed my beam to the message, shrugged it off. "Kids messing around," he said. "Let's get this done." I hated the plan immediately, but pressed on. I reached for the tool belt hanging by the sink and froze. My phone buzzed with one bar of service, a message from an unknown number. "I see you." I stared at it with sweaty palms. I typed back, "Who is this?" Nothing. The corridor behind me dropped into silence. Then I heard footsteps, slow, methodical, on the other side of the wall. My blood ran cold. I spun around. The door to the dining room swung open on rusted hinges, and there stood Jake. Only nothing was right about him. His uniform shirt was buttoned wrong, sleeves cut off, and his eyes glinted in the flashlight's halo. "Heard you like surprises," he said, voice flat. I bolted past him into the main room. Every booth was filled with people, strangers slumped forward, wires taped to their temples, heads bobbing as if they'd been asleep for days. The jukebox behind the counter flickered to life, buzzing a warped melody. Jake wandered among them, fiddling with small speakers hooked to each chair. I gaped, frozen. He turned and smiled. "You fix gadgets," he said, voice almost gentle. "I fix minds." He flicked a switch on the counter. The speakers crackled, drowning the jukebox. A wave of nausea slammed into me. I didn't see the next few seconds, only the taste of bile and the sting of cold as I collapsed to the floor. When I came to, it was back at Pizza Electronics. The fluorescent lights hummed overhead. My head pounded. On the counter lay a device I didn't recognize, wires curled around a prescription-style pill bottle. On the bench beside it, in a neat line, sat 10 blue and white capsules. My phone buzzed. A text from Jake. "Good catch. See you tonight?" My fingers trembled as I read it. Outside, Route 66 stretched into the night, the highway lights a faint promise of safety, or another trap. I slipped the bottle into my pocket and squared my shoulders. My shift ends in 30 minutes. Tomorrow night I'll decide whether to run, and if I do, whether I'll ever look back. But one thing's certain: I'll never trust Jake again.